So yeah, there you go. So look, this is going to be mute. It's going to go, you know, it'll be fine in a couple of weeks. It'll be fixed, but it just shouldn't be released like that. I mean, it's not a me problem, is it? It's not a you problem either. It's a their problem. Really? $70? Come on, guys. But it's all down to this amazingly modeled, study level 3D cockpit that allows you to really fly the 737 in your own home.
Nevertheless, grave danger I fear in his training.
Stop button. Continue. Make a nice smooth look. The flare. A lot of pressure here. dropped it. I took this during Discord, and I'll have some odd random stream during the week, and I'll see you then, folks.
Yeah, that's it, folks. I hope you enjoyed this, and we'll see you next time.
We will certainly make the buttons with special folks. See what happens. The sea is climbing all over the place. The other crashing right, those buttons. It's time for us to sign off. I think she wants a treat. Do you want a treat with the buttons? Do you want a treat? Okay, just look at me until I actually get off the stage. Excellent, folks. Pleasure as always. You too. See you next time.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, folks. Folks and folkettes. We're back for another stream this week, or this time, this day, Tuesday. It's Tuesday, actually. The 18th, the 17th of January 23 now. Wow. We're flying from Lyon to Nice in France. A quick enough flight. I had a busy day. I didn't have a time. I wanted to do something else today, but it'll probably happen tomorrow, I hope. Just slightly different, slightly new to me, which means there'll be skullduggery and crazy madness, you know. So I hope you're all doing well. Tuesday, the first stream of the midweek. Welcome to everybody. We got on YouTube, we have Random Phillips, says hello. Some Random Phillip, hey, how are you doing? Clappy D, as always, our honoured moderator, one of our moderated moderators, one of our very active moderators. Thank you, Clappy D. Some Random Phillips says, I can't join today as I injured my back and can't sit at my computer, sadly. Some Random Phillip. Well, do you know what? I hope it gets better soon. We all do that from time to time, do you know. You got to keep those, you know, it's tough. He also says, but I managed to butter a landing on Infinite Flight. Oh, Infinite Flight, I haven't done that for a while. Also Ian Bevington, Ian Bevo, says hello everybody. As well as Ruth the Great is here, and he says, what's all this then? What is all this? Well, we've found out now. Buttons is kicking off, as you can see. Oh yeah, I've got the camera on, great. She's kicking off because I tried to sneak a treat into my pocket so I wouldn't have to leave the seat for the stream. As you know, I always have to leave the stream because Producer Buttons holds me to ransom. She's adapted, as you know. On Twitch, then we have on the chat G Cook Scotland. Hey, how are you? Hey ho. So this is Nice. Paid airports, of course, for all my viewers. Nothing less will do. Nothing less will do. And Buttons, as you can see her paw on the lower right hand side of that screen. She's jumping up and down, trying to get my attention. Because you know what she'll do? She'll sabotage the stream. So much for the producer. This is us in an EasyJet livery. I'm so tired I can't talk. It's been a busy day. I literally just got on time. Barely. A little bit late, but you know, with just 6 minutes either way, really. So, because I've got to get set up and whatnot. So we're in EasyJet, and this very good rendition of Nice, very detailed. So I'm going to have to give in there and give Producer Buttons a treat. Producer Buttons, you want your treat, don't you? Okay. Okay, Producer Buttons. This Buttons. Be polite. There you go, Producer Buttons. That's that out of the way. That's the first thing off the checklist done. Tick that off. Let's get going, shall we? Now I'm going to do the whole lot from the very, very beginning. Hoping we pick up some newbies. Well, I'm kind of I consider myself as newbies. I don't like the term newbies, I have to be honest with you. What's a nice way of saying it? Because newbies a little bit of a, I don't like that term. I don't know why. Maybe it's just me. Beginners, new to flight sim, and experts that are just, they know everything. They read the manuals of the actual aircraft and everything. I'm intermediate at the moment, as far as I'm concerned. I don't sit there and read manuals all day. Some people do, and they help me on the stream. That's how I learned how to fly the Airbus, as you may well know. Yes, that's true. Also, we have DCS Ducks. Hey ho. Hey ho to DCS Ducks. Rowan, can I spell that? Can I read that? Rowan, Gielen, Gleanin. Ronan, I just call you Rowan. Rowan, greetings. Not too bad. I like your vids. Oh, thank you. This is a likes my vids. Thank you very much, Rowan. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. So, Rowan, good to see you on board. I don't think I've seen you for a while, unless I hopefully I haven't missed your comments when we got busy sometimes, Rowan. So do stick. Are you flight simmer, Rowan? Are you beginning, or you know, is it a hobby for you as well? Rude the Great says, what? What was... I'd better read this first. Oh, what? That was an honest question. I follow so many PPL and I don't remember all the servers. Oh yeah, no, sorry, what's it? North European server. Yes, we're North European server, always Rude the Great. Always North European. That was an honest question, so I don't know why Clappy D Rude the Great not falling for it. Oh, I don't know. So cool. North European server, everybody, always. And Michael Carr is with us. Michael Carr is with us. Evening, folks. Evening to you, Michael. Delighted. I should be moving the camera around as I'm talking here. Delighted to have you. Do you know? So yes, so this is really impressive. Lyon, and we're going to Nice. It's going to be one of those quick flights. I'm not going to do a return trip, and I'll just be honest with you. I'm just wreck tired. Buttons insisted in sleeping in my room last night, which is fine, but that means she gets up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Do you know, she gets up at 5 for some reason when she's in my room. As you all know, doggies, from time to time, they will insist. Oh, that just make you soft. Do you know? That's what happens. Let's tack up and see who's with us, because you can join us on the North European server, as you all well know, and fly along. Oh God, we got a few here. Brilliant! Wow. God, I was so close to going. I'm so tired. I could just go to sleep right now. I'll just cancel the stream and say, no, I didn't cancel the stream. I'm really tired. Now, I'd never, just because you're a little bit sleepy, cancel something. No. But I'm very, very tired. So mistakes may be made. Let's see what happens. Let's see how I act. Let's see how proficient I am. Damn it, where's the tag for this 737? Shady Sim is with us in the 737. Welcome, Shady Sim. Ian Bevo is with us, and he's flying the Vision Jet. Top Gun is flying the A320N, and Ghost Rider is the 73M. Excellent. So this is great. This is absolutely stunning. We had a lot of people on Sunday, folks, at 9 o'clock in the evening Irish UK time. Loads of peeps. And I was flying the Citation. So let's hop in the cockpit, shall we? Let us begin, before we even begin the matters, let's do our flight plan. Let us do our flight plan, and I will put it in, that's us, on the EasyJet livery. Okay, so, sim brief, please. Producer Buttons, would you see to that, please? Did you get the sim brief up on the screen, please? Producer. No, she says she wants to have a little nap. Yeah, that's what happens. That's what happens when you pay your staff first before they begin, because I gave her a treat first. And no, she won't produce the show. Okay, new flight. Up here, new flight. Sim brief free, as you all know. Or you may not know, because you just see the stream for the first time. It is the ICAO identifier as Lima, Foxtrot, Lima, Lima. All questions are welcome. I love answering questions. Lima, Foxtrot, Mike, November. And if I can't answer them, someone on the stream will. So, open to questions. No such thing as a stupid question in aviation. No, that's true. That's literally true. No such thing as a stupid question. If you remember in school, you ask a question, right? And some go, oh God, I can't believe you asked that question. Some of the other kids. There was 10 other people in the classroom who you answered that question for by asking the question, and the others were just horses. That's how that works. And in aviation, if you ask a question and they laugh at you, there's something wrong with them, because that means that it's that Swiss cheese effect, if you think of it like that, is that you're catching something, and someone's, sometimes people miss something, right? So what I've done is I put the departure to arrival and the airframe. That's it. That's all I've done. Now you can add extra passengers and fuel and stuff. Let's do that. Passengers, this is auto. Let's fill it up. Is it 180 passengers? Let's put, leave one seat. Going to be a heavy flight today, and I'm going to put on some extra fuel in case of whatever. 3 tons per time. Great, happy days, and that's all. So it's very simple. Then you got to generate the flight, and let's generate that flight. Put it up to the sky. Make sure I have the A320. Yes, I do. If you get the wrong aircraft there, you get the wrong weights. Producer Buttons kicking off the buttons. You can't move your bed there. Buttons. No, it's got to be. No, if you stand up, just right in there, please. She's very annoyed because she had to work to get that out of there. Where was I? Generate flight. Did I do it? Yes, I did. And with that, we get the following. Got a route? Shoop. Oh, something. Okay, I'm going to have to... I might cut across to here. Right? Mid-flight. We'll see how that works. Here's the flight plan here. Then you see, I'm going to keep it simple. There we go. Here's the flight plan. I'm going to copy that just in case someone wants it. I'm going to copy that into YouTube. And I'm going to copy and paste it into Twitch. Now, it's the... As the dog nests. I can't do David Attenborough. So what is that about? Why did she move it about? I suppose. Poor producer buttons. Okay, sorry, I got distracted and I'm going to paste it into Twitch. There we go. There we go. Producer buttons is very active. So I'm going to write this down. I'm going to use my fingers to do some writing if you don't mind. We're departing runway 17 right, 17 right. Our standard instant departure is Romas. I'm going to just make it up. Now she's standing on the Xbox controller there. That's why the screen's moving. Producer buttons are driving me mad. Romeo, Oscar, Mike, Alpha, Mike 4 Sierra. In Nice, we're going to arrive in runway 22 right. And our instrument arrival is Alpha, Bravo, Delta, India, Lima 7 Romeo. And our cruise altitude is down here. This is the airline, this one, folks. This is the airline. You can have different ones of these. Flight level 190. There you go. Transition altitude is next. Let's check that out. I can use Navigraph, which is great. Not an advertisement because they don't sponsor the channel. Maybe one day, if I get enough subscribers and followers, I'll be able to get sponsorship and I can do this longer. I'll actually study more and have more time to do it. It'll be great. So subscribe. Follow, subscribe, or which is free, or become a member if you want, or a subscriber. One of those things. What are we doing? Okay, so Lima Foxtrot. I'm guessing it's 5,000 feet if memory serves. Okay, now let's see if I'm right. It doesn't really matter. I'm just looking for any old plate here. 5,000 feet, memory serves quite well. Thank you very much. 5,000 feet is the transition right here. So trans 5,000. Trans 5,000. I'll probably be banned for saying trans now. Yeah, that's what happens. I'll be banned for saying transition. Rock Barbecue is with us as well. Ghost Rider, The Gun, even Bevo. There's a few more on. And who else can I see? Can I see anyone else? The boys there. We'll see in Cruise. The Gun's 007, yeah. Let's see, they come and go. You see they change and come and go, the tags. Okay, so here we are. Let's go and get all our information. Let us go quickly. Oh, I'll read some comments here before we go, right? I'm going to go with stealth, right? Let's just see here that I didn't really want to do that just there. Let's have a look there. The Great says, I like to think I know what I'm doing, but I can't count on the number of times someone in this community told me the answer to my problem, whatever it is. Oh, great. Reading the Great also says, my new one is how now do I stream VR? They can't wait to tell me how they did it. God, I love these guys. Yeah, because people do things differently all the time, Breeden, you know. Cherokee says, Gripper, you cannot do an ILS 04 right at Lima Foxtrot November Mike. Bugger. Unless the weather is bad. The rich locals and something else are a powerful lobbying group, and as a result 90% of the rivals just fly around the headland for a visual 04. Do you know, Cherokee, I believe you. And what Cherokee is saying there is, I've come across this many times, it's a big thing in the air industry, is noise abatement procedures. So people don't like the sound, especially rich people, and they have lobbies and they go get together and say, we have lots of money, so we have better rights than those who don't. Yeah, and really that's how it works. I'm sorry, but there you go. Anyway, Well, look, I'm just being a dick, right? But any people, I experienced this once in an airplane very early on in my flight training. I was coming into land, but there was kites, people flying kites on the road. And I was going to my instructor going, should we not be, they're very close. Just, okay, fine, we'll go over them, we'll land. They're flying kites right in approach. And they're actually protesting about the noise. They didn't like the noise of the airplanes coming into land. The airplane had been there since the 20s or the 30s or something like that. And they just moved in as a new estate, and they were going, no, we don't like this. Even though we've gotten discount because there's an airport right beside us, stop flying airplanes. So that's what happens. Noise abatement. Yeah. So it's a bit of a pain in the neck, really. That's why the Concorde doesn't fly over the sea. That's why the Concorde doesn't fly over land. You don't see the Concorde flying over. You never saw it flying over, like from LA to Boston or New York, because it'll too noisy. The Big Bang thing, So I'll stop talking now. I need to save that stuff for the cruise, as you well know. So anyway. Dedeki says, Gripper, it's 2023, no reference to transition altitude. We can't say transition altitude. There's something wrong with that now, apparently. Look, let's not. All right, let's use my brains. Let us put the batteries on. God, I'm chatty and I'm very tired. I've had too many coffees. That's what it is. Battery 1 and 2 on. Let's get external power, which is available on. Let us align our navigation. I'm going to switch them on, then off, then on again, so we don't have to wait the 9 minutes. I'm doing this from memory now. Battery 1 or 2 on, great. As I see it, I'm just going to put the fuel pumps on because there's white lights there. Let's get the crew oxygen supply on. That's fine. Good. Let's get the strobe light to auto. Beacon will come on. Just to say the passengers are loaded. Let's put the wing light on for shits and giggles. And the nav light and the logo. That can stay off. Safety belt signs and smoking is on. Let's start the APU master. Wait 3 seconds. Boom. Go. There we go. APU is going to kick off now, and let us load our flight plan. Let's go into init. Lonely Reaper's with us. He's a Sacred Ripper Sim and Buttons. I don't want to be joining you today. I won't be joining you today. I've been having an off day mentally and having to deal with a sensory overload and anxiety. Yes, I get you. I'm right there. Some days, folks, you'll be tested. Some days you'll just be tested. And sometimes it's nice to close yourself off and play Flight Simulator. No one's around. No one's here. Just me and Buttons. Get them out. Cost index 55. I do 55. No worries, Lonely Reaper. It is what we do. This is why computers are so great. Computer games and simulations. It's a hobby too. We just, I've had enough. This is my time. Nobody is to bother me in my time. Do you know? So don't worry about that, Lonely Reaper. We're all with you here, I can tell you. You just veg out and watch this show. Or play Flight Sim. Or play Call of Duty. That's a good one. Now what I did was there, I put in the flight number, I put in the cost index and the flight level. So I'm going to go to init page 2. I'm going to put the mass and balances on. All our weights. Oh, my controls are out of sync. Look at this. Look. Oh, escape. I wish Microsoft would just do these quality of life things, and if they could just set the controls, no matter what you have, to the aircraft of your choice. So if I load the Airbus, I want the Thrustmaster controls, right? I have to think about what I'm doing here. I'm looking to disable this one, so I have a profile of disabled. There it is, disabled. And we're going to go to our TQA. And that's what I want. So if we just load this automatically, do you know what I mean? For the Airbus A320, without me having to go into the menus here. Do you know? There we go. Engines off, please. Engines off. Controls are good. Are the tents working? Yeah. Good. Flaps are up. Engine R to normal. Oh, that's all good. Get rid of the armrest, please. Now, where was I? Yeah, the flight plan. Okay, mass and pallets. Let's just move along and we can shut down on the cruise when things go wrong. That's all connected. Happy days. Let's go to my flight. Let's load the weather and the mass and balance from SimBrief. That will do that automatically. There we go. I'm going to the weather here. QNH is 9086, very low. I'm going to hit the B button here, and that'll do both. How cool is that? 9086 once, 9086 twice, 9086 3 times. Happy days. And let's get the mass and balance here. Let's load up this puppy, this aircraft. 162. No, I asked for 180. I don't know why it didn't, but let's put 100. Oh, that's all it'll take. Interesting. I know why that is, but I'm not going to go into that. Okay, fine. Load the aircraft. Oh no, we haven't loaded it yet, you dummy gripper sim. I planned 162, but let's see what it says. Instant load. Yeah, it still gives me 162. Fair enough. I know why that is, but I don't want to bore you. 0 for you, wait, there goes the gate. It's very well done here with the gates when you got GSX working. You see the people coming down the gate, or on top of the gate, or floating in the air. That's GSX. I don't have that because it keeps crashing this. It's just... God. It's a pain in the ass to work with when you're streaming. So 0 for your weight. It's 58.3. I'm rounding it up. 58.3 and 31.3. 58.3 and 31 point... Was it 3? 31.3, 58.3. 31.3 and 58.3. Yeah, there we go. All done. Happy days. Just double checking it. Pop it in the box. Block fuel comes from SimBrief. It's going to come up and load the fuel. I added some extra fuel just in case because it's so tired. God knows what will happen. We don't know what the winds. We're going to have problems with the approach. As I was just told there by... Was it Cherokee? Yes, Cherokee says you cannot do an ILS approach in 04 left or right. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Can we? It may be in the procedures though, because they're vectored in there, no? Okay, great. Now let's go to performance and get our performance for takeoff. So I'm going to come out to the iPad here, the electronic flight pack, go to performance, and okay, where it's dry, we're taking off runway 17 right. 17 right. Load that. What happened to the weather there, folks? Flaps 1. Force toga, 4,000 meters, I don't think so. No, anti-ice is off, packs will be on, and let's get the weather and calculate all that. And we have our V-speeds, our flex to temp, and our trim setting. 154, 154, 155. 154, 154, 155. Bam, done. 155, 155, 144. Good. Down 167. Flex temp 67. Flaps 1. Down 0.1. Flex to temp is 67 degrees. Boom. Down 1, 67. Down 1, 67. Happy days. Good. Now to the flight plan. Our departure, we're going to, as I wrote down there, we're taking off 17 right, 17 right, boom. And our departure standard instrument is ROMAS. Let's scroll down, there's quite a few of them. Oh. What's this one? Romeo, Oscar, Mike, Alpha, Mike, 4 Sierra. See, drop the Mike there, the M. I don't know why it does that. It's a mystery to me. Everything's updated. So that's that done. And let's have a look. Let's go to plan mode. And let's see what we get. So straight out departure. Up arrow. Boom. 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 Oh, we got a discontinuity. Let's have a look. I'm zooming out. Discontinuity. What we can do is delete that, hopefully. Boom. Okay, let's go back to the beginning again. Okay, let's go back. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Big turn. We've got Interesting. I don't see an approach in there. Why does it give me one then? Did I put in the arrival even? I didn't put in the arrival because I'm a dummy. It does have it here. Of course, I didn't put in the arrival, did I? See, I told you I was tired. Very, very tired. We're coming to 22 right here into Nice, right? Oh, it doesn't have a 22. It doesn't have an ILS for 22 right. That's one for 22 left. VOR. Why can't we take... Let's see if we can take... Right now, 22 right. Oh, what is that? Ornav, sorry. It's Ornav. Let's try the Ornav, okay? I think the other will be fine. And if they shoot it's the fan, they shoot it's the fan. Let's try Ornav. And we said the LB or something like that. Alpha Bravo Delta. Alpha Bravo Delta. India 7 right. Drop the Lima there. 7 right, that's it. Now we have everything done. Let's have a look at that again. I know. Boom, 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 boom. No. There's the airport there. Lima Foxtrot Mike November. So what's that about? What is that about? So we're going to have to change that. I was hoping this would go smoothly. Let's try 04 left. So we're going to have to try this. 04. Let's do 04 left and take the tailwind. Right. 04 left. But I'm going to have to guess the approach here. Because I don't have the plates up. I wish they had some sort of a code here for what runway, and now I don't know if that works. I've got 7 or at the end of all these. If they had some sort of a code so you don't have to go looking it up. So let's insert that and see what we get. I don't have to redo my flight plan now. Do you know? Because I'm not a planner. Do you know? That looks better. Straight in. 04 left. Okay, it's a straight in approach. We're going for 04 left. Don't care about noise abatement. So we're going for 04 left. Happy days. That's all done. Just a slight change to the flight plan. But no biggie. Cherokee says essentially there's a visual segment to all approaches. Yes, there is. Absolutely. There is. Because it's going to be radar vectored in, isn't it? Okay. So a little bit of a knowledge gap there. I understand that, but that's it. That's the flight plan done. Thank all the gods. Thank all the gods. Okay, we've got everything done here. Let's go to the checklist here very quickly. APU's on. Yeah, APU generate. Thrust levers are checked. Engineers clear. Let's clear everything and get out of here, will we? Let's get all the chocks and cones done because the APU is now on. Because I set that off very quickly. So let's put the APU bleed on. Let's get rid of external power. Let's get rid of the let's put on the APU bleed here. APU bleed is there. And let's kick off these engines. Let's get some pushbacks. I'm going to clear the chocks and cones. The ground equipment. It's a beacon light on. I think I put it on already. Yeah, beacon light is on. Let's get rid of the ground power unit. And the chocks and cones. And get the pushback going. Connect to start. Connect the tug. And we're off. We're going. Cherokee says, I'm ringing the rich folk to tell them that you're going to wake them up. Yeah. I'd say in these places, you know, they'd not like, you know, I have paid so many millions for my house, I do not expect the noise of the airplanes when I'm having my morning breakfast. Yeah. Park and break off. Try to push back. No, I haven't thought about which way. Okay, look. It'll be fine. Come on. Park and brake is off, my friend. We want the nose facing up this way. it's a nice detailed airport, folks, I have to say. You know, there's one of the boys there. Something Express. Very nice delivery. Very, very nice indeed. Where's the yellow brick road? Let's start engine number 2. Up to start, and engine number 2 beginning. Start. Happy days. Let's turn the aircraft. Simple enough taxiways, it's not crazy. You know, it's not a crazy system for taxiing. The reason that aircraft's slightly above the ground is because he may not have a paid airport. And that's what happens there. That's enough for you. Thanks Mr. Tug. Park and brake on. I can hear now engine 1 starting. I'm going to start engine number 2. While I'm here, flaps are down. Arm the spoilers. Arm the brakes. To max. Anti-skid is on. Runway turn off lights on. Taxi lights on. Oh god, the emergency exit should be armed as well. How are the engines coming? Very good. We get a little bit of music in the very, very, very low in the background, folks. It does add a little bit of, you know. Now, where did I put all the music? Media. All this stuff, I've got to spend a lot of time sorting all this out, so I don't have to open up windows and stuff, you know. I want to press buttons and things. All music, please. Just play. I'm going to put it down very, very low. Now, that's volume 9. If that's too loud for you, you need to tell me in the comments, okay? I'd really appreciate that. Just a little bit of background music. Just for shits and giggles. Flight Director 1 and 2 is on. That's all good. And that's all fine. Let's get taxiing, shall we? Oh, let's do some checks here. Okay, all the engines are on, as you can see here, and available. So let's switch the mode onto normal mode. Happy days. We don't need the APU now. Switch off the APU bleed. Master's off. Stroke can come on. Probably not now, I would imagine. Not in the apron, because of blind people. And let's start taxiing. Back to brake off. And we'll do the checks as we go. Lonely Reaper says music volume is good. This end. Oh, great. Lonely Reaper says, have you programmed the approach? I have. I actually forgot there. The approach was 04 left. I think I programmed it. We'll have a look at it on the way. I went looking at the plan. And I was going, oh, what's wrong on here? I didn't put it in. I'm so tired. It's laziness. It's both. Just tired. Let's get some lights. Let's get the cabin lights on, the dome light on. Just get some atmosphere going. Overhead lights here. Good, good, good. Let's get the lights on here as well. This here. This one here. This one here. Oh, soon. Oh, the mouse. That's one of the boys there. So we're all good. Everything's fine. Nothing bad's going to happen.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and
welcome
welcome
this way.
to this mostly
Let's avoid our friend here. Who's that?
exhausting flight. We will be
What's showing
taking
us
off
the
shortly.
tag?
We ask that you fasten your seatbelts and stow your loud babies in the overhead soundproof lockers. Those
Okay.
of you with large oversized exit babies can stow them under your feet. We also ask that you are seat and table tied.
Oh, thank you for moving
your
forward.
upright
Is that the
position for
traffic or is that one of the
Please ensure
boats?
all personal
Can't see your time
electronic
anyway.
devices, including laptops, cell phones, and powered sexual implements, are powered
I think this is
off.
going to be a good route for
Smoking is prohibited throughout this flight,
Watson.
but we will serve large amounts of alcohol to ensure that
The
your
taxiways aren't so
intoxication levels are high.
complex.
For these of you
Let's
who
do
are
some checks.
feeling unruly, alcohol is provided to ensure your personal intoxication.
Probe window heat is on auto.
arrival.
Heading indicator and
Those of you
altimeter.
who are mentally
Yeah, let's get
compromised
our
will also be offered
altitude up
alcohol,
to
but smoking
19,000
cigarettes
feet, wasn't
is
it?
mostly
Yeah,
definitively
flight number
prohibited.
190.
It makes sense to us for some reason.
19,000
Thank you
feet.
for choosing
And that is set.
Riverview for your flight, and
All
we
the
hope
autopilots
you
managed
enjoy
and flight
the
directors are
journey
on.
with us.
Standby instruments are all good, they're fine. Autopilot is set. Of course, there's a van in the middle of the runway. Microsoft, for the love of God. Auto brake is on max. Yes, it is. Elevator trim. Let's set the elevator trim. Let's go to controls. And it was down, down 1. There we go, down 1. Very nice. And all happy days.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the crew,
Cherokee says, a tap for niece to step me 22 right. We play with it on the way, will we?
Emergency procedures to remind you of possible horrific death during this flight. There are 6 emergency exits on this aircraft. Take a minute
Let's
to
get the recorder going. Thank you, Clappity.
When you are intoxicated, please refrain from opening
She's unlikely to get that, you see.
during your possible drunk episode during this flight. Should
The flight is being
experience
recorded.
sudden pressure loss, stay calm and listen for
One day,
instructions.
folks, someone's going to come out with a recorder that records everything. So you can analyse the flights from inside the cockpit. What was pressed when, yeah? What inputs were put in, and you can replay them on happy days. But unfortunately, it only records the actual track of the flight, nothing inside. One day someone's going to do that, they're going to get that sorted, and they're going to make lots of money, and more power to them. Because there's a lot of add-ons coming out that are not finished at all. They're alphas, not betas, you know. Early access, they can take their early access and stuff it up there, really. They can stuff it right up there. This is early access. I never paid for early access. Just about principle. You know? And so a lot of bad stuff's coming out from time to time. A lot of good stuff coming out too, though. Like this Fenix and the fly-by-wire and lots of good stuff. But sometimes, you know, someone's going to come out with a really good recorder, and I hope they make bank. Do you know? All good. Well, lots of people watching here today. Good. Jeez, it's a long taxi, folks, isn't it? Let's hop outside. I'll take this corner here and I'll look outside. Cherokee says, for your attention, today is the 15th anniversary of the BA3B, which crashed landed on runway 27 at Echo Golf Lima Lima. Oh, I think I remember that one. Let's have a look outside now, as I said. Let's have a look outside. Now, I'm going to get producer buttons cam fixed because it's just looking at the carpet there. Sorry about that, folks. There we go. There's the boys following us. I'm going to hold short for you to catch up. We're going to use the hold runway. As is, should be done. And we get the old camera so we can hop out after takeoff. Let's begin to slow down. And hold short for the boys so they can catch up. The boys and girls. Lads and ladettes. We got the wind sock there. So we confirmed the wind. I'm going to hold here. Very gently. Hold short of runway 17 right. And wait for clearance. There we go. Park and brake on. Now what I was going to do. Let's do some checks here. Checks the lights, park and brake. Yeah, yep. Takeoff config. Before takeoff, check this. Park and brake flight instruments, flight in. Takeoff data V1, VR2. That's already set. Nav equipment. Yeah, that's fine. Landing lights on. Now you put this as you enter the runway, I'd imagine. Landing lights on. Nose to takeoff. Come on. Nose to takeoff. Strobe light on. De-ice. We don't need it at the minute. Transponder and the weather radars. So I'm going to put the DCAS on TA only. Transponders on. Predicted wind shears on. I'm sure we could put on the weather radar just for shits and giggles, because one day they will have that modelled, and that will be a great day. We've got our spoilers armed. We've got flaps 1 to be set. It's already set. We've got our brakes on and we're good to go. Autopilot's good. I'm going to hit the constraints button here, and I'm also going to take the takeoff config button just to remind us in case we've forgotten something. Hit the takeoff config, and up here it's all in the green. Happy days. We're sucking diesel. We're sucking diesel, making waves, and things are happening. Let's say hello to the boys before we go. Tagging up. Thank you for lining up so neatly, folks. It looks realistic, doesn't it? There's Red Cap, the V35. Fallen Up's coming with us as well. Fallen Up, greetings. So, Fallen Up, Red Cap, G Cook Scotland, Ian Bevo. Oh, come on. Give me the tags to the last two, folks. No, sorry, boys. I can't see your tags there. We won't show the tags, folks. Isn't that annoying? I mention you again on the stream. I position the camera so after takeoff we've got a view. I'm going to clutter down. Cluttering down in the cockpit. Gripper Sim 01. Please enter runway 17 and remove yourself from our airfield, please. I will do this. Adding a bit of power. Not too sure about that track now. Tower, permission to change the track, please. Permission granted. Yep. Let's see if I can do this properly now. So, it sounds like it sounds like something very familiar. That song. I don't want rock music really. It's. I don't know what I was thinking when I made that one up. Oh look, that's VA 146. Look. I like it. Who's that? Let's tag up. G Cook Scotland, the BA 146. I like it. Just because, you know, just because I can't. There we go. It's something atmospheric. Okay, we'll change the music again. Let me know if you don't like a song. Okay, folks. Let us go forth into the sky. Chrono is set. Engines 50%. Music. Okay, good. Chrono started. 50% is good. Up to flex. Flex power is set. Man, flex 67. Happy days. SRS. Now, does that not say something up there as well? And auto throttle blue. Now, those callouts, there's a lot behind those. I find out what happens if they're not there. Coming up to 100 knots now. Release the back pressure on the stick. Oops, I didn't have the camera set here. My apologies. 120 knots now. See what happens when you look away and you start playing with stuff. Pressure off the stick. Coming to V1. It's fast. We're heavy. V1. Rotate. Up we go. Nice and gently though. Not be like a lunatic. We're up. Pass the brake gear up. Staying on the centre line. Gently coming up to 15 degrees. Following the flight director now, and the aircraft is accelerating. Straight out approach. Easy. No? Let's have a look. I'll take those flaps up now in a second. There's Nice, folks. There it is. There's Nice, folks. Oh, sorry, not Nice. Lyon. Lyn. Lyon. Lyon. Is that how you pronounce it? I've got Nice in the brain. Now, it's slowing down there now. I don't like that because I was almost 17.5 degrees. You see that? Very bold. Now I'll accelerate. There we go. That may be about 10 degrees. So my eyes are. Let me show you where my eyes are. Of course, I have to load Toby to show you where my eyes are. How annoying is that? No. Toby. I'm going to have to come out to the menu here, folks. Where are you, Toby? There we go. I have to load the program to get it to work, which is really annoying. Okay, we're coming past up to flaps to come up now. Sorry about that. I have to open that thing to get the Toby working. Now will it work? No. The Toby eye tracker, I'm going to put the autopilot on and set my thrust levers to climb. Thrust levers are set to climb. And it confirms I have thrust climb lever here, and I'm going to put the autopilot one on. Autopilot one is now on. Feet off the pedals, and we're stuck in diesel now, folks. So flaps are now up, gears up and retracted. We'll switch off those when we turn off lights and the nose lights. Oh, very good. What else are we going to do? Let's do the takeoff checklist. Thrust levers are set. Brakes are released, of course they are. No, that's taken off. Climb out checklist. Thrust levers are set to climb to tent. Autopilot 1 is on, taxi lights off. Altimeter is set at 5,000 feet. We're just coming up to 5,000 feet now, so let's go to standard. Boom, and boom. I'm going to leave the middle one for our next one. Below 10,000 feet, then we're going to take off the landing lights and release the passengers. Now, where was I? Oh yeah, Toby. See, Toby eye tracker. I don't know why it's doing this now, but it's, a lot of things aren't being saved. See, I have this. I press this on as well. Oh, it's very annoying. So, what I'm thinking of, if you don't like this, let me know. Now, can you see where my eyes are? But my eyes are a little bit lower than you see. So, I don't know. But I have a button here to disable it. We got rain, folks. Let's put some de-icing on. Because I bet you the temperature now is... What is it? Yeah, you see, it says +1 there, but it's actually -9 with the pressure. So we're going to put the anti-icing on. Boom, boom, boom. Rub window heaters on automatically. That'll do for the icing. No warnings for the icing. No warnings here. Let's disarm the ground spoilers as well. And let's disarm the brakes as well. No. Brakes off. Disarmed. Great. Auto brakes, that is. We're coming to 10,000 feet now. And we can switch off the landing lights. And let's release the passengers for the cruise, which we're coming up to.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may realize your safety belts and struggle around the cabin now. We'll be passing out.
That's one of the boys. Nice shot.
Please order more than just one drink at a time. As customers, the toilets are also ready for you while you left it do now to dedicate it beyond us. Thank you.
There we go, folks. Disabling my face for the moment. And the cam there. So my cam. So look outside. Let me go back in here first. Oh. Control space, back to the cockpit. And showcase view. And we're off. Now, it's going to be a quick approach. It's a short trip, folks. Right? So we're coming in now. I'm going to get ready for my approach in about 4 minutes, really. After looking at the comments. I'm going to get ready for the approach. And I'm going to have a look at the chat now. Okay, so let's have YouTube. Floppy D, thank you, saying enjoy the stream, consider subscribing. Yes, on YouTube. Subscribe, do please. If you subscribe, it doesn't email you, you don't get no hassles. Just on your channel list. Oh, we got one. We got a bing bing. We got a bing bing. Timmy Destroyer. Timmy Z Destroyer 69 has followed. Thank you, Timmy Z. I'm delighted you're enjoying the channel. Speaking of the devil, Timmy, thank you very much. So when you follow, that was a follow on Twitch there. So following is the same as subscribing on YouTube, you see. So it's just on your channel list is all. But you can hit the bell as well on YouTube. You hit the bell if you want to. So it tells you when the stream starts. You know? Or you can become a member on YouTube and support the channel. And you become you can become a subscriber on Twitch, which supports the channel. And you get no ads, which is nice. Ranger28 says, really fast single prop. Yes, Ranger. Do you know what? I'm going to have to... the reason it's coming up as a prop there, where is he? He's actually flying a jet. Right? A military jet. And because I don't own it, it doesn't show the... what is it there? It doesn't show the actual aircraft. Right? It's Fusion, I think. In the Tomcat. No, I don't have the Tomcat. Right? So hopefully... it's not his fault. Right? It shows up as a bloody prop. Microsoft. Will they fix it? I don't know. They should do. You know? I think... sorry, bear with me. Timmy just became a follower there. So it's where are we flying to? Okay, so Timmy, here's how it works, right? If you look at the top of the screen there, up here, right? Those are the ICAO identifiers, right? Now, to people at the beginning, that means nothing to you, right? We're actually flying from Lyon in France to Nice in France, and those are the ICAO identifiers, right? Now, also, it should be on, well, it is on the title of the video. I hope. I hope. And also you get a Twitch if you follow GripperSim. I just use Twitch. Sorry, Twitter. Twitter. I use Twitter just to it spit out the Twitter notice as well. So I hope that helps, though, Timmy. Let me know if you've got any questions. I'm happy to answer them, by the way, and there's no such thing as a stupid question. Use it our way. And just the way. Thank you, Lonely Reaper. Also, Timmy, let me get the Discord for you, right? Because if you're into flight simming, you need a bit of help. You know, my livery isn't working, or something's not working in this airplane I bought. Everyone's very supportive, you know? So I'm going to send you a free invite. It's free. Everything's free here. No paywalls here. Where am I going? I'm going into here. I'm on the other window here now, looking to get you an invite here. People, and this is what you should be doing here, by the way. You know? And then I can put that. Oh, thank you. Clappy to you. You beat me to it. Thank you so much, Clappy to you. There's the invite. And for Timmy there, little V, there is an invite to the Discord, right? Click on that and you can see what's happening and ask people questions. And I put in, for the Sunday stream, I put in the... Let me just hop aside here. On the Sunday stream, which is for GA aircraft, we fly some crazy madness, we do crazy things. Again, on the North European server, I put a notification there on the Discord in stream notifications. We're still climbing. Flight plan here, we've got 149 miles to go, so let's be round about it. So 60 miles out, we're going to have to start descending. I multiplied our flight level by 3, I'm just saying 20, rounding up 67 or something, 57 miles out we'll have to descend roughly. So multiply that by 3, but 19 by 3, you get me? 19 by, the first two digits multiply by 3 and that'll give me a rough guesstimate of when we're going to descend, so I have an idea of when to get ready. Also, I'll zoom out here, I'll zoom in here again. That's when we reach our top of descent, or 19,000 feet. And this is when we've got to descend, so there's no cruise, it's very short, isn't it? So let's get ready for our approach, folks. Let's get the weather. Let's go to my flight. And the arrival. Now we have problems with our landing here. Okay. 15 knots, gusting 25. Okay, that's 260, and I've selected 14. Shit. That's not going to work for us. Let's put the weather in anyway and see if we can worry about it on the way down. Okay, this is going to be a panic flight, folks. Panic stations, please. Performance. Next phase. Climb is managed. Cruise is managed. Descent is managed. Our approach. QNH is 986. Boom. Temperature is 10 degrees. Magnetic wind. 260 at 15, gusting 25. Shit. 15 is all we need to put in there. 260, 15. Transition is at 5,000 feet, and let's select our runway first. Okay, this is where I've got it, and I'm tired. I don't know how to think. No. No, sir. Let's get the camera back on. Face cam back on. Let's get the bow cameras on there. Great. Let's zoom that out a little bit there so you can see what I'm doing when we come into land. And let's panic. Okay, so what flight plan? 14 won't do it. It will do it, but it's very dangerous. No, that's a destination. So we'll change our arrival. Can we change it to 260? So 22 looks like the only one. No. No. So 22 right or left, I'm afraid. And it's Radnav. I don't like Radnav. What's the clouds doing? What's the visibility? Visibility is cap okay, so that's not an issue. Right? So, I'm not an expert at doing this. Let's go left. Right now, 04 left. Let's see what happens. So I don't know which one to choose. So let's see what we get here now. Right. Let's go to plan mode and into 20 miles out and look and see what we get. Now, see here? We have to do visual approach then, no? Things have changed. Yeah, I see it kind of. Let me think here now. That's not joining up at all. Well, that's the go around. What am I doing? I want to go around. So from here, we're not loose. Lyon, it's pronounced, not Lyon. Lyon, sorry. I'm terrible at French. My French is bad. Very naughty. Cherokee, correct upper sim or nav initially around headland, then visual approach. Okay, so it's a visual approach. Okay, I don't know much about RNAV. My initial thinking was that it's all GPS. It's actually better than ILS. You know? What the hell? Oh, look at all the mountains. We're over the snow, folks. We're over the snow. Visual approach, just like the little ones. Let's get plan mode off. So I'm just checking when we got it to send. And what I say is about 60 miles out, maybe 57. And we're now 110 miles out. So it's looking we're going to have to send soon. So it's going to be a visual approach. Happy days. Lonely Reaper Cyclopedia. I'm not great. Been having an off day. Oh, no, it's a sensory overload and anxiety. Yeah, Lonely Reaper. What I tend to do is, we all have those days, man. Call of Duty, flight simming, something like that. Sometimes a movie, an old movie that you watched before, is a great idea. Do you know Zulu? I recommend Lonely Reaper. Do you have Zulu? The old Zulu movie. Do you remember the old Zulu movie? That's a good one. Yeah, if you're stressed out, you watch an old movie. They say. Okay, I gotta start my descent, and I haven't changed my altitude because I can't shut up. I'm going to put it at 2,000 feet initially. Boom, in we go. And we're going to start descending. And what's the 104 miles out? Okay, I was a bit off there. Because of the mountains, it won't let me descend. Normally, you see, it's going to be a step down approach, I would imagine. Let's have a look at the constraints here. Constraint meaning, you know, you can't descend to a certain altitude at certain times. So it's a visual approach, eh? I've always stuffed up the RNAV. So I'm going to take it visually. I'm going to take over. I'm going to just once I get that airfield in sight, I'm going to disconnect the autopilot one. We're descending a little bit, and we're on profile. That's fine. It's obviously not going to descend too much because of all the mountains and things. There we go. Let's declutter that. Let's see the boys here. Let's see the boys and girls. I can recognise Red Cap, Top Gun, Fallen Up, Rudin the Great, G Cook Scotland. Is there anyone new with the stutter? I think you ring about Stewarter. Stewarter's with us. 1973, yes, Stewarter. You're definitely with us. Anyone else there that I don't recognise? Hopefully we got someone new here. You know, don't forget to hit the like button. And maybe, you know, a good old follow on Twitch would be nice. And subscribe on YouTube. You know, there's Ian Bevo ahead of us there in the Vision Jet. There's Ghost Rider there ahead. I didn't mention you either. Great. I'm going to keep an eye on what's going on here. So we're on our descent. It's a very shallow descent, but we have 100 miles to go. Okay. 100 miles to go. Fair enough. And everything looks fine. you know. I'm going to wait till 10,000 feet to put on the safety belt signs, so you got to think ahead, don't I? It would be best to think ahead. So once we get to 10,000 feet, we don't need you now. Oh, I still need it. We're not in the clouds. Once we come down to 10,000 feet, I'm going to put the landing lights on, put the safety belts on the crew. And I'm going to activate the approach phase, which is very important. And I go to... Let's set the flight plan again there. I'm going to go to performance, and you'll see here, activate approach phase. 10,000 feet. Otherwise you won't slow down. So that's my plan. Let's do a checklist. I just like to have it loosely, you know. Engine is with monitor. Okay, fine. Fuel quantity check. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Or is it? You know? Is the fuel okay? Now, on the real airplane, I'd be very sure what I have. Loads of fuel. Low 7 tons. Yeah, radios are. Let's just check the radios there. Now, we won't really need them, but. Where's the Navograph gone? Navograph, where are you? Have you come over to this window here? Yeah, you're not supposed to be over there. Let's have a look at Navograph. We are coming to Lima Foxtrot. Mike November. Nice. Approach. And we're going for 04. No, we're not. We're going for 22. 22 right. Boom, 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 boom. There, it's exactly. 22 right. Well, look, there's the one going along the coast there, look. Come down this way. Follow the coast in. So as not to go over the beach with all the rich houses. That's why. You see? Now, in the real airlines, you'd have to brief this before you go. You might need a qualification. So there you go. That's it. And it stops here. So you've got to bring it in by the coast. Very nice. Minimums. 2,1260 feet. I mean, I think we put in that in the radio. Do you know? Oh. Are you still descending? Yeah. The frequencies. We don't need the frequencies because there's no frequencies. No ILS there. Let's check the radios and whatnot. There's the radios there. Up at the top. Fine. I wanted to put in the minimums there, so let's go to performance. Let's go to descent approach. I didn't put in the barrow, so it's radio only. So it's the radio, it's the radar. So measures your height above the ground. 1260. 1260. And it'll tell us finals. Oh no, hang on, that's a barrow. Interesting, okay. I think it's the radio for a Cat 3 approach, no? It's the radar above the ground, so it's on the QNH. Okay. What is the weather there? We said QNH was 986. 986. That's the same as what we left. Departure. 986. Arrival. It's not too far away. Okay. 986. And we're on profile. I know I'm on profile because... Oh, we don't get a profile thing here, do we? See, that's, I don't know enough. I'm just not giving us how we would actually get to our altitude there, folks. 400 feet a minute, really? Just, I'll have to trust the computer, folks, is all. You know, let's have a look at the chat. Blackjack on YouTube says, we watched Maverick late last night. The funniest scene was the end of the Dark Star incident. It was. Yes, radio for Cat 2 and Cat 3. Ah, thank you, Cherokee. Cherokee is an expert, folks. He's helped me no end to fly these. And I started without knowing. Really? Do you know? Thank you, Cherokee. Lonely Reaper. I'm definitely a bit better than I was earlier, but I just don't trust my hands to hold still while flying. Lonely Reaper's not having a good day, folks. Zulu. I'd watch Zulu. I have bad days sometimes. But I do save them. Like Zulu. What else is another movie? The one with Napoleon in the 70s. These were really good movies. Do you know? They really were. Zulu. What's it? Waterloo. Yeah, Waterloo. That's another one. Step Brothers is another one. Is a good one to watch. Step Brothers. Shut off, you know. That's a good one, Lonely Reaper. Folded up says 16,000 consistent FMO. That's why 1,400 feet per minute. Ah, okay. So it's just the constraints then. Look. There you go, look. Don't be less than flight. You've got to be less than flight levels. Now, you've got to be under flight level 6. Or maybe you have to be above it beforehand. So here you got to be under 120. Okay. Now we've got off. We've gone off our... Oh god, let's make sure I am approach mode. Flight plan. 49 miles. Let's... Where are we? Okay, let's arm approach phase a little bit early. Approach phase now, please. Or should I? Should I? Let's stick to our 10,000 foot rule. So here it's saying we shouldn't be below 120. So why is it now gone below 120? Or is it saying... Yeah, it's saying we should be below flight level 120 here. So it says FL 120 minus in front of it. So we shouldn't be below flight level... we should be below flight level 120. So how you know, how low are we above our profile here? And why has it gone up like that? Well... I didn't press that button.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will be making our approach shortly.
What the deuce? Oh, it's the music.
Take your drinks to your seat and fasten your safety belt. We'll be offering more drinks shortly. Also, we would like to take this time to thank you all of our subscribers and members for supporting our endeavors. If you are not a subscriber on Twitter or member on YouTube,
She's gone nuts.
consider joining in order to secure our adventures fair.
10,000 feet now.
Thank you.
Why is it doing that to us? Do you know what, Media's player? You're dumb. It just went a bit crazy there, folks, didn't it? So all good. I'm just having a look. Stare at the comments there. Below, yes, following up. So following up with us. Thanks, following up. Following up. Our nav approach may be very dependent on having your altimeter in order where the ILS is using ground equipment. Is why the minimums are higher for RNAV. Okay, cool. So where was I? How far off? I'll hit approach phase now. Approach phase armed. If I go to program here, we are... Oh, it's only 338 feet. We're too low. So that's no big deal. I'm happy with that. That's fine. There we go. The dot is gone, so we're not really on profile anymore. Let's zoom in a little bit. Let's zoom in the old thing there. Okay. Coming close to it now. I'm just going to dispel of my face at the moment. I've got a bit to go. So ice front. Let's have a look at all the holiday coastline there. There's some boys there in the airport. I'll just declutter so we can see the coastline. So it's not bad here. It's kind of lukewarm. In Nice. We're still descending. No good. Let's have a look at see how the passengers are faring. Now, if I may, I'm going to go back into the cockpit control space. I'm going to switch the cabin lights off. Some settings, come on. Now, that looks better with the cabin lights on, folks. No? That looks much better. Maybe lower that. There we go. Is that better for you? If you don't have a window seat, I can't fly if you don't have a window seat. I can, but it's just so boring. I want to look outside. I think you're all the same, no, folks? Control space. Oh, it's supposed to be too high here. Okay, let's pay attention. So, we're going to come down the coast. We've got a bit to go. We've got about 20 miles only to go. The wind is kind of, it's going to be a crosswind, folks. You know, 7,600 feet to go now. Let's just arm this guy. Put the auto brakes on. I'm going to go to medium. I'm planning my setup, my new setup, folks. I'm planning my office because when I moved a while ago, before I left my old place, I did a little video, a setup video. Sorry, F12. Zoom a bit, there we go. So I'm going to do another one of those because I didn't, because I was moving house, I kind of did a temporary job and it stayed temporary for 2 years, do you know? And I've been watching a lot of videos of people's setups, do you know? And their office setups, and it looks really cool, and they do it for half nothing, you know? A little bit of elbow grease. Set your barrow gripper. 5,000 feet is the transition, but I'll do it now. 986. It's going to be back to me now. 986 twice. 986 thrice. So barrow is set now. There's all the expensive houses out here. And quarters on. Running lights are on. Safety belt signs are off. Take off, please. Take off. Come on. Don't make it awkward for me. It's making it awkward for me, folks. So I'm not going to do a return flight today because just jacked. Jacked. Okay, put my glass down here now. Glasses down. Cameras on. Cameras on. Okay, it's going to be manual approach. Now I'm going to turn in at some point. I'm looking for the runway now. There's the ships there for all the peeps there. Yeah, all. Oh, there's the runway. So I haven't done this before. Not really. So, oh, there's the runway there. Right, so I'm going to come in down here and I expect to see the runway off to my right slightly as I come in. Okay, I got the picture. There's the tenor niece there, folks. Buttons is kicked off as per custom. Yeah. And she's going to jump around and insist on jumping on me. I don't know if you heard that sound there. She's going to insist on sabotaging the approach. You know it. I know it. Producer Buttons knows it. Let's have a look at the checklist then. Not a checklist. Okay, part of gear, autopilot. How many miles out are we now? Is the issue. Oh, that's 8 miles to the end. So we put flaps down one, flaps 1 now. And I'll put the gear down as well. And it may be too high. I don't know how this is going to pan out now. Rose Jackson, emergency greetings. Hope you're well. Where is the runway? Okay, yes, I got my picture. As for the plate there, you kind of come around here, this part, then in. Right, so it's going to be interesting. Safe landing, says Wisa. YouTube. Such a bar gripper, Lonely Reaper, thank you very much. 9er86 once, refresh. Thank you, you can see the runway. And 9er87 now. 9er87 once, 9er87 twice, 9er87 thrice. QNH is set. Now, interestingly enough, I wonder what's going to happen. It's just going to disconnect. Do you know? Look at you, suppose.
2,500.
There is our 2,500 feet above the ground. Almost up here somewhere. There it is. Very beautiful, very nice. Just a mental check there. Right runway, 22 right. Runway to my right. Now, as I come to this point here, is it going to just disengage or what? I don't know. Let's do the go around now. Autopilot off. Yeah, thank you. Manual now. Now, I don't know what the flight director's giving me, but I'm flying it manual. I want to stay level for the moment. Let's get my seat position. Oh, buttons. Now it's not the time. No. No, good talk. I thought I changed it to a headwind. Yeah, we're going to have a tailwind now, so I might do go around for shits and giggles. Flaps 2 now and gears down. 3 greens. Let's not climb either. I'd like to see the runway. Would you stop at your views? That's one way. Right, there we go. Let's turn. Jeez. Flaps 3. Flaps 4 now. Flaps coming down full. I like my speed. Not the best visual approach, but it is a flight simulator. Let's help it with a little bit of speed brakes there. I don't like that view. I'm going to have to stop that there.
100
I
above.
don't like that view either. See, I'm fiddling with the views.
Minimum.
Continue for the go around, possibly.
1,000.
Okay, I'm happy. No, we're going to put a speed brake out here. This little bit. Good. Speed brake off. A little bit high, that's fine. No biggie. Hands on throttle.
500.
We have a very slight tailwind, way within limits, so I'm happy with that. So we're going to continue and land. Now, let's go below the glide slope a little bit. Throttle is mine. Very slight tailwind. Not an issue.
100.
I'm going to cream it down, folks. It's going to be a beauty.
50.
Staring at the end of the runway now.
30. 20. Retard. 5. Retard.
There we go. And reverse. Let's just hold it up. It just gets very wobbly in the ground, doesn't it? Flight sim. Loads of braking. 80 knots now. Throttle source 60 knots now. Brakes off. Brakes disarmed. And that was okay. It was okay. I'll take that for my first RNAV approach. And I don't know much about RNAV. Do you know? So what we're going to do is we're going to park to the gate, and then we're going to do the replay, folks. We're going to do the replay. Now, do you know what we should do? Let's just hold here for a second. Just hold here, and before I shut... I want to watch the other boys come into land. Boys and girls come into land. Parking brake on, look outside. Let's see if we can see the boys. Let's tag up. Come on, flight sim, tag up. And you see, there's Rudin coming in on the... speed of the camera there. Rudin is coming in. See, the boys might be coming the other runway, which would make sense, okay? I can't see them now. They might pop in. I can see Rudin. Red Cap's down. Oh, they're all down. G Cook Scotland's down. She got there before me. There was a few others though, wasn't there? They might pop in. So I'm waiting for them. I'm just presuming they're behind us slightly, right? This is a paid airport, Nice. I haven't flown here. I've just used this once, this paid airfield. There's Ian Bevo. Ghost Rider at G Cook Scotland. Red Cap. It looks like Timmy's with us. Timmy, greetings. Timmy's with us. And the BM73. I don't know why I'm not getting his livery. So I think everyone's down. So let's have a look and see if they have any people moving around the terminal. There's Ian Bevo there. So you all got down before me. I don't know if it's one of the fancy ones now. You can't see inside that terminal. But it's better. There's a lot to it, isn't there? Let's have a look at all these rich people, folks. So this is where you can't fly over these houses. So this is where all the rich people live in Nice. You know, their third or fourth holiday home. As you do, you know, there's all the pools. Look at the pools. Pools everywhere. See the pools? Look at the size of that one. All the pools. And they're right beside the sea. Really? Really? Now, I think it was foolish for them to build a road right by the coast like that because it's great property. So there's why... Oh, there's a racetrack there as well in Nice, is there? I think I've been to Nice. Or was it somewhere else like Nice? It was one of these real rich places. I can't remember now. It was Nice or something. I don't think it was Nice. It was definitely not Nice because we landed there. I can't remember now. It was one of those kind of places on the... You know, those fancy places. And I wasn't impressed. I thought it was just... There was no atmosphere to it. You know, so the people who think they live... You know, I don't know. I don't see the atmosphere to these places. I went to a place called Marbella or something like that once, and they're all, you know, there was one area which was very rich. I prefer to go to the local places and hang out there, to be honest with you. Do you know? So I wouldn't be jealous of them at all. Flaps up. I'll take that up before the replay. I'll put it back down before the replay. Flaps are up. Radar's off. Predicted wind shear off. TCAS and transponder on standby. It's giving us out about... it always comes up with side stick faults here. Autopilot is off. Predicted wind shear is off. Is that giving out that it's not? Oh, I didn't put it on in the first place. Well, that should be off there. And lights. Leave them off. We leave those on. We'll put this into taxi. And the auto there for that. Okay, great. Let's taxi into a gate, folks, and let's for shits and giggles see what where Microsoft Flight Sim puts us. Right, I'm gonna have a good chat now in a second. Lovely landing, Gripper, says Lonely Reaper. Thank you, Lonely Reaper. I'm going to see you down in a second. Follow up must be part of the approach. Didn't hit profile until we turned left down the coast. Note to self, says Ian Bevo. Don't pass the parking brake button before landing. Yes. Clappy D says nice landing, one of the best. Thank you, Clappy D. In the flight simulator, for some reason, I have caught myself not looking to the end of the runway, which is very unusual for me, and I did it at that time. It's very important. I always do the real things. East ground, that'll help us. Taxi to gates. Let's write this down. Let's see if I can sort this out. So taxi to gate 52C using taxiway cross runway 22 right. Not the best, but what we can do. Right? I should start doing this now to get better at it. I have to acknowledge that, folks. I have to acknowledge it. There we go. So it didn't give us any instructions really, but what we can do, if you've got an Avergraph, €10 a month. I'm not advertising for them because they don't sponsor me, but unbeknownst to me, of course, I am. But I like them. I like them. This is the real stuff. This is the actual stuff. But you can't use it for real world flight. It says it there, right? It's for flight sim. But this is exactly the Jepson plates. This is really cool. There we go. There's where we are. So there we go. So it's taxi to cross runway 22 right. We'll take a right. We'll just park. Just didn't give us a particular gate. That's fine. This is great. So you can follow the taxiways, you know. So let's do that. Park back off. Let's do the checks after landing checklist. Spoilers are disarmed. Yes, they are. Flaps retracted. Engine mode selector to normal. Well, of course it is. Landing lights off. Strobe lights off. Anti-ice. I switched those off because there was no clouds to come through. APU. I didn't start the APU. Let's start the APU because if we were doing a turnaround, you'd want that started. Brake temperature. Let's have a look at the brake temperatures, shall we? There's the APU on. Just for shit, because I jammed on the brakes there, right? And you can go down to wheel here. Oh, they're fine. We'll put the brakes on for the laugh, will we? I do. I'm sorry. Oh no, I'm a nerd. But, right? But. Ah! No, yeah. Right. If you just watched this for the first time, right? I do like the brakes. Brake pads. Right, that's the brake pad. Now, you just take note of the little rivets here, little things here. Right? You can switch on the brake fan. I just like the little details. Brake fans are on. Transponder to standby and APU on. Elevation trim and taxi lights off. Okay, taxi lights off. That's returning to the gate. Okay, let's go. Let's park. Let's park. Come on. Park brakes off. So 1 hour 32 minutes. Tomorrow I'm thinking of not prepping and flying the Airbus A320. Oh no, is it the A310? What do you say? A310 tomorrow for shits and giggles? Let's do that. Let's get a little bit of, you know, it's a big bus, it's a big thing, it's a big airplane. Let's get the A310. Let me know. Let me know if you want the Airbus, this one or the A310 tomorrow. Let's shake it up a little bit, will we? What do you think? And I'm going to see, I did fly it once or twice. I think it was just the once though, when I came out, no? We'll do that. Look at that detail. We park straight ahead there, look. I don't think they have the actual gates here. But we can get stairs. There's the boys. I really shoved it in there, didn't I? Parker brake on, and let's just for shits and giggles, what will happen if I tried the gateway. There is no, that's not a gateway, so we get the steps. But I won't do that. What I'm going to do, we're going to have a look at the replay, folks. I'll get the flaps down as per our landing, okay? So that'll show up. Let's have a look at the replay. Quite the dog leg turn on final. It was a little bit messy, I know. Sure, look at it. First time doing it. Who's this coming in? That's just world traffic. Red cap, ridden the great. Thank you. And who else with us? It's not showing there. Ian Bevo. Yeah, it's a reasonably quick flight, wasn't it? First time chat from the office. Oh no, sorry, from off piece. Hang on a minute. No, I don't know what that is. That's just some spam, I think. Don't click that link. I don't know what that is. Is it spam? That's how the approach is not you. We got a bing bing there. The office is followed, or I can't pronounce it. When I glanced at it, it looks like it said the office. Thank you very much, office. We don't know what that is there. I thought it might be spam. Oftis. Let me know how to pronounce that there, please. I'd appreciate it. There's that China. There's China. Now let's have a look at this replay before you go ballistic. Let's clear up the... I'm going to clear up my face cam just for now. And the buttons cam. It's off the ice. Oh, of course it is. Off the ice. Off the ice, thank you very much for joining. I just wasn't too sure about the link there. It's just a Facebook link of... I don't know what that is. Is that Nice with the standard scenery. I don't know. Okay, let's do the replay, folks. Sorry. Thank you for following. Stop recording. Replay. Let's pause replay. It's going to take we said we'd have a look at the takeoff now. Resume replay. Stutter down. So clutter down. Let's take off. It doesn't record the sounds very well. I know the flaps are down and they weren't fully down, but it doesn't record them either. Just have a look. That's better for you there. Good the greats, Sloppy D, I'm hooked. Happy days. There we go. That's what I don't want the tail getting too close to the ground. That's a little bit better. Wasn't it? It won't show the gear coming up either in the replay. There we go. Doesn't the detail look great, folks? The colours and everything. How cool is that? Very nice. Let's go forward then. The landing. Pause and zoop. Let's go down a little bit further. Straighten the camera. Oh, looks like it snows down there. That's not good. Oh. Shouldn't be below the horizon, really. So I didn't really prepare for the approach. I didn't know what to expect. But, there we go. Let's have a look from this view here first, shall we? You can hear the brake pads flying away there, can't you? Bruno Great says, I got the G2 on Black Friday for 300. The G2, what's that? The G2 Rudin? Oh, VR. Floppy D says they've really improved VR since launch. Will only get better. Yeah, the VR in this now, folks, is frame rates are absolutely amazing. It's really good VR. I don't get on VR enough. I didn't get on the VR enough at all. But I did try it there maybe just before Christmas and I was amazed. There we go. I didn't really get the touchdown markers. We'll have a look at a few views here. It's okay. Did I get the nose wheel on the central line? Not quite. It gets very wobbly on the ground. You know, they always do. The wings are over exaggerated. Once those wheels hit the ground with a crosswind, you can't keep it on the you can't keep it on the centre of the runway. You know? So we're gonna have a look here after this view here. I just hold the view here. Let's put those wheels in. Maybe like that. There we go. What I'm gonna do before we do this replay, just for eye candy purposes. I'm going to zoom in a tiny little bit. It makes all the difference, folks. You know. Now we're going to hold that, pause replay, and let's go back and have a look at that angle. Maybe back a bit more. There, zoom replay. Now this is real world weather. I always do real world weather, as you know, but the time is not real because it's be dark. You can't see anything. But the summertime time will be real. There we go. I remember flaring and going, no, I flared too early. So I just took the flare to come down gently. There we go. That was really dark. Very nice. The wing wobble isn't great. It looks a bit odd because I have... Here's the difference, right? And I think... Where's FS? Flight control replay. Sorry, FS realistic. Yeah, flight control replay. I might have a look at that. Now, FS realistic. Let's have a look at that landing without it on, right? Okay, watch this. The wings kind of have an odd wobble with flight control replay, where it should just be the cockpit or your head shake. It was called in X-Plane, and they can't. They tell me they can't quite get the head shake yet because of the SDK. So you'll notice now there's no weird wing wobbling here. So the head shake should be like your head as if it's in the cockpit. I flared a little bit too high there, fair enough. Let's just get this view here more so you can see the wings. Well, they do wobble a little bit. Okay. There you go, folks. There you go. The wings wobbling isn't the best flights in my mind. Or the flex, really. The wing flex. It's okay. Depends on the model of the aircraft. I'm sure they'll improve it. I'm sure something to do with the SDK. There we go, folks. We arrived into Ornav, into Nice without much issue. Okay. Thank you to Off the Ice for following. 6 minutes. Thank you, Off the Ice. Thank you, Timmy. Timmy Z Destroyer 69. And thank you. That was Soyomo. That was subscribed. That was actually on Sunday. So thank you, boys, for following. I appreciate it. And I hope I didn't miss anybody. Thank you all for helping. Thank you, Johnny F. Says greetings, all late to the party as ever. No worries, Johnny. No worries. We'll be on tomorrow again. I'm going to try the Airbus A310 tomorrow. Thanks for subscribing, everybody. Do consider it. Thank you, Clappy D, for helping out. Have a good night, folks. Sorry I'm not doing a return trip. I'm just jacked. For tomorrow we'll do the A310. And if you want to see someone... Oh, I'm not on the camera. I was looking at the camera as if the camera was on. Anyway, tomorrow I'm going to do the A310, I'm thinking. We see how that goes. And folks, thank you very much from me and Producer Buttons. And have a great night. And remember, right, Lonely Reaper, let me know, alright, watch something unknown movie, one that I've seen. You know what's really funny? Step Brothers. Yeah, light the fire, watch Step Brothers. Thanks to you, folks. Look, I gotta go because my butt's looking at me. She's getting very, very upset. She wants her treat. Look, she's sitting there expecting things to happen, but she wants to say goodbye. Okay, there you go. She's butt's. Aren't you? Wait, yeah, you're gonna get your treat now in a sec. Ow! She's got very sharp nails. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna leave it to it, folks. Thank you very, very much, and I'll see you tomorrow at 6 o'clock Irish UK time. Ciao, ciao.